We are live. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to put this on the screen here. You guys can't see what I'm putting on the screen, but don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Not yet. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. It is day 2 on these 5 days of content that I am giving you to help you create an unbelievable life. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know how you're feeling. Give me one word to describe how you're feeling right now. So where you are in the world, one word to describe how you feel. Would love to know. Let's do what we need to do. I need to just share this in one place, and then we can get straight into today's content. What an amazing day yesterday. Thank you so much to all of you that have become a part of My 365 Elite. You have a few days left. If you also want to become a part of My 365 Elite and take advantage of world-class coaching, have access to an incredible community of people, but also have access to a whole series of masterclasses that I've put together. And you'll see on the side of the screen here, what you will see is those masterclasses. It's a one-year academy, a 1 year of going to university and really going to study what you should have studied at school, what should have been taught to you, but it wasn't, and that's what I am here to do. If you want to really go to work and make the biggest and best investment that you'll ever make in your life by working on yourself for 365 days, your world will never, ever be the same again. Now, if you look on the screen, what you will see, this is what you need to study, I believe. I'm going to reveal to you today my habit busting formula. Habit busting is something I know a little bit about because I spent probably many years looking at the subject. This was a best-selling book that came out was published by the world's biggest publishing company, HarperCollins at the time, published in multiple languages. Look, even published in Korean, right? I can't read Korean. Published in, I think, 7 languages. But this was a long time ago, and my knowledge has evolved, not just because of what I've learned and I study, but of working with everyday people like you and working out what exactly do you need to do to get to where you want to go. Remember, a role of a coach is to get you from where you are, or help you to work out where you are, help you to work out what you want, and then get you there in the best and quickest possible way that you can. But what most of us need, and please share this, everyone, I'd really appreciate it. Share it. Let's get this information out there into the world. What we all need is we all need to go back to school and study these areas. So what you can see on the screen here, our Facebookers, is the key areas that if you go to work and study the masterclasses that we have, then you will revolutionize your life. No question about it. If you learn about best year yet, which is what this masterclass is all about, and you learn about confidence, and you learn about willpower, which we're now calling My Power. If you learn about leadership, but it's not just about learn about wellness. You don't just learn it. I am here to help you apply these things, so you don't become like a librarian with a catalog of, I've read this book. No, that's not what My 365 is all about. It's about application of knowledge. It is about getting you to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's about helping you identify what is it that you really were put on this earth to do. And let me just show you this very briefly, and then we can really get on with the broadcast. So these here are all the masterclasses: best year yet, wellness 365, mindfulness, leadership, confidence, willpower, habits. And we will spend 1 month with live broadcasts every day, 10 to 15 minutes, backed up with this online content. You can't fail. And all of this week, we're doing broadcasts in the evening where you're getting to hear some of the stories of the people that we've worked with. Truly, truly, truly inspiring stories of success. And we've got 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow, 2 Thursday, 2 Friday. And I can't wait to deliver that content to you, because I believe in you. I probably believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And I probably believe in you probably more than anybody else does. Why? Because I know what human beings are capable of. And I've seen it, and I will continue to see it. And I just posted something today about Oprah Winfrey. I don't know how many of you saw Oprah's global Global Globe Awards. I was absolutely blown away by what she said. And I was brought to tears by what she said, because I have a huge debt of gratitude to her. She introduced me to a whole load of incredible people, from Dr. Phil to Caroline Mays to John Gray, who wrote Women Are From Mars, Men Are From Venus, or the other way around, Men Are From Mars, and lots of other different people. She introduced me to a huge debt of gratitude, because I've been studying this stuff for a long time. But what I loved about what she said was about our voice, finding your voice. And that's what I want to do. Help you find your voice, help you find what it is that you really want to have a wig, you know, your wildly important goal. So right now, let's get into the content of today, habit busting, and let me share some stuff with you. But before I share that stuff with you, I need you to right now tell everybody what's your wildly important goal for 2017. And I just have to go and get something. And if any of you knew, if you could guess what I'm going to get, I would give you $1,000,000,000 zillion pounds, because there is no way on earth that any of you could guess right now what I'm going to get. So what is your wildly important goal? And also, I want all of you to guess what I'm going to get. I'll be back in a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. I bet none of you could guess, right? None of you could guess what it was. Kale and pancakes? No. There's no way you could guess. Right, so you know what your wildly important goal is. So there's certain things that you all want to achieve this year. So here you are, and this is you in 1 year's time. And I spoke about this yesterday. I was asking you to think about you know, what do you want, okay, in 1 year's time? Slimmer, fitter, healthier, financially free. So I asked you to think about, okay, what do you want? Why do you want it? And then we have to think about the how. So the how is here, right? This is what we're going to do every single day. And the how is really important. And this is why I believe everyone needs coaching, because of this whole how. Because it's your habits that are going to take you here. Yes or yes? You understand that? Your habits are going to take you to where you want to go. And your habits will either spiral you down or spiral you up. So what we have to do is install. This is a key word. You can write this word down. Install. Install habits. Yes? Everyone get that? It's all about installing habits. So what is a habit that you need to install right now? Can anyone tell me what is a habit that they need to install? And as you start typing that out, and thank you to everyone that has shared this today. We really appreciate it. When you think about the habits that you want to install, take a moment to understand this. You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act. Excellence is a habit. It's something you habitually do. It's not something which a nun wears. It's something that you do every single day. And remember this. This is where things start to get really interesting, okay? Really important. Really important. Your brain doesn't know if a habit is good or bad, really, deep down, because you only do what you've practiced doing. You do what you have practiced doing. And your brain just does what you've practiced doing. But you know what's happened to you? You think of your brain like a cucumber, all right? Think of your brain. No, it is not a cucumber. Think of your brain like a cucumber, but your brain has been pickled. Your brain has been pickled. Yes? Not the sort of thing I would normally eat at this time in the morning. Your brain has been pickled. What do I mean by that? Your brain has been pickled. You have things in your brain. You have habits. You have maybe addictions. You have tendencies. You have a kryptonite. Mine is definitely sugar. It's a big thing for me, right? It's an addiction. Sugar is an addiction to me. It might not be yours. Yours might be alcohol. Yours might be drug. It might be pornography. It could be anything. Gambling is another big thing. My brain has been pickled, and you can't unpickle a pickle, can you? Can you unpickle a pickle? I don't know. I don't think that you can. You don't think you can unpickle a pickle. But would you like to unpickle a pickle? You see, you're always going to have those tendencies. People used to say to me, because I used to work with people with multiple fears, phobias, anorexics, bulimics, and people say, you're a bulimic for life. You're an alcoholic for life. I wouldn't say you are those things. I'd say you are more than those things, but you have to be aware of your tendencies to go back to what is familiar to you, to go back to what is comfortable to you, rather than how you combat how you've pickled your brain is to really go to work on yourself and develop habits that serve you as opposed to pull you back. Does this make sense? And how many of you like that concept and like the idea of just being able to think about things differently? Because human beings only really change when our perspective changes. And this is why we have to be strong. This is why we have to become heroes in our own life. A hero is the protector. The hero is the protector. The hero is the person who has the strength for two. And this is what I want all of you to understand, to develop that habit of having the strength for you. For you, when you need yourself, when you are vulnerable, when you are feeling yourself going down a road or going back to a behavior, that if you're strong and if you've gone and embedded certain rituals, we call them the MI365 mornings, the my mornings, that what you do in the morning sets you up for the day because you start to create your life rather than reacting. And this is deep work for many of us. But how many of you are excited about really going to work on you and doing what you need to do to make your life incredible? So let me explain to you what this formula is. The formula for, you could look at it from the point of view of either taking on a habit, or you could look at it from the point of view of breaking a habit. I would encourage you to list many of the habits that you have, right? Don't look at them as right or wrong, good or bad. Just write them down, right? This is a simple concept. It's a simple thing to do. Do it today. If you wrote down all the habits you'd see, oh, wow, you've got a lot. Because opening the door for people, saying bless you when someone sneezes. But when you look at the habits and you think, which habits really serve me and which habits really don't serve me? You see, the most effective thing that any of you can really do if you want to really optimize and create an amazing life is very, very simple. It's to stop doing the things that pull you down. It's to stop doing the silly things that pull you down. And I'm going to explain something to you again that kind of might give you a different perspective on this. How many of you have ever heard of Superman? Superman with his amazing gifts and talents. What was his weakness? His weakness was Lex Luthor and kryptonite. Well, kryptonite was his weakness, but Lex Luthor found the thing that made him weak. And whenever he was around it, it made him weak. So what is it that when you're around that makes you weak? You see, it might not be one big thing. It's like if Lex Luthor had found a way to powder kryptonite down and had put it in all different places, on his pillow, on his keyboard, all over the place, on his clothes, that slowly, Superman would have got weaker and weaker and weaker without even knowing about it. And that's what we're doing. And this is where it's the little things that if we stop doing them, that we can get seriously strong. And that's what I want you to look at today. Look at where you're weak and to stop doing those things, or to put them out of sight so you are not too influenced by that. Most of us didn't wake up one day and decide, you know what, I'm going to kill myself today. Most people don't do that. Some people do, but few do. Most of us didn't make that decision, but most of us in the decisions that we're making every day, we are actually doing it by ingesting small bits of kryptonite every day, by not getting good enough sleep, by worrying, by getting stressed, by not living up to our fullest potential. And this is why you need coaching. And this is why I believe everyone needs coaching. I had the best coach in the world. I had the best coach for 16 years of my life. He saved my life. He saved my wife's life. And I'm paying it forwards to you to help you understand. The habit busting formula is this: identify the habits that you have. And then say to yourself, what's one habit that I can take on? Let's look at taking on a habit. And then with that habit, it could be meditating, it could be journaling, and have a floor and have a ceiling of what you're doing, a floor and a ceiling of what you do. What does that mean? It means a floor is, say do it for 2 minutes, do it for 3 minutes, or do it for 10 minutes, but set yourselves up to win. Don't be that person that says, I'm going to go running every day, I'm going to meditate for an hour every day, because you won't do it. Set yourself up to win. Give yourself one thing to do with the habit busting formula, that if you do this over time, eventually that habit becomes the thing that you do. Look, we have a 2 million year old brain. You have a brain. It's not 2 million years old. It's as old as you are, but it has ways of working that will always work that way, as far as we know. And your brain has been pickled. How do you unpickle a pickle? Get strong mentally, physically, emotionally, and go to work on yourself. Whether you work with me for 365 days, and those of you that have worked with me for 365 days or less than 365 days or more than 365 days, right now, just give a few words as to what that has actually done for you. Because I'm telling you this, I'm getting better. And as I get better, you work with me, you can get better. So I believe that my 365 Elite is the best opportunity for you to go to work on yourself. And if you look at what you can see on the screen here, our curriculum, this is what we will spend the whole year doing. 1 month focusing on this. Live broadcasts every single day. A community of people, and you can hear some of those people tonight, 7:30. And access to my masterclasses, the best masterclasses, I believe, on earth, for you to create an unbelievable life. Take advantage of this opportunity. What is it going to cost you? £1. And after Friday, we'll close the doors. I will broadcast on Mondays to everyone in the world, but for everyone else, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to be here to help you create an unbelievable life. What does £1 a day get you? And I'm going to finish on this. Listen, the hardest thing to do in life is just get started. To just get started. Once you get started, it can be much easier to do. Thank you very much for all of your comments. And I appreciate it. You know, every so often we open the doors to Elite, and we're opening them again now. And I really appreciate you guys being here. What's your biggest learning from what I've just said? What's your biggest takeaway? Go to my 365 Elite. The link is in this post. Thank you very much. And I'm talking to all of you that all that you already are Elite members. And I want to ask you this question. Let's get more involved. Let's plug in more than we ever have done before. We are creating amazing stories. My goal is to inspire you to create a story that just inspires you. Thank you for all of these comments. Keep them coming. I'll keep putting them up on the screen. If you go to my365.me, that's mi365.me/elite, go and have a look. Put your email address in. Go and read what it's all about. And also at the same time, go and see some of the testimonials we have on there. You can hear some of them tonight. I really appreciate all of you that are saying, you know, such nice things, you know, because this is real. This is real stuff. And like I say, we really appreciate you. Does anyone have any questions before? Thank you. Yeah, stop doing the silly things, you know, and see how much more powerful you get over time. Go and buy some pickles. Thank you, Jill. Really appreciate it. You can just let me just show you guys inside Elite so you can see a little bit of what we have going on here. It's pretty cool. It's like just bite-sized information that you can get. Imagine spending a whole month focusing on all these different areas to get skilled. You see, the thing about university these days is we learn so much stuff. I was at university for years, and so much of what I learned was just nonsense. You can learn so much so quickly by getting the information that you need, you know. It's just so simple. Thank you for all of your comments. Really appreciate you guys being here today. Let's make it an unbelievable day. Go and check out My 365 Elite. Share this post with other people and take advantage of really what we're presenting to you here, having world-class coaching, a community of like-minded people, and lastly, having access to the greatest masterclasses on earth, I believe, on all of these different areas. If you don't believe me, at least give it a go and see for yourself. Thank you very much, Michelle. And have an amazing day. I mean, why not? I just want to keep these testimonials coming up. Does anyone have any questions? Smile. Good point. Smile and you change everything. Absolutely. Outside the gym, I can't actually read what that says. You're going in. Go. The hardest thing to do is just get started, but that's where the inspiration comes. This is one of the key things I'm going to be helping people do. Identify with the person that they want to be and then show up for them every single day to help that identity become reality. It's my great pleasure to be your coach. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Take advantage. Just a few days left to become an elite member. We'll see you on the other side. Let's get started. Not now. Hang on. Let's not get started. Bye, Instagrammers. Let's not get started. Not now, but right now. Love you. Often forget to do this, but I just like to do it. Ready? Let's just do a quick summary. Here we go. So this is day 2, the habit busting formula. What have we been looking at? We have been looking at pickles. Why pickles? Well, most of our brains have been pickled, right? We were born with a cucumber-like brain. So many of us have been pickled. So we have addictions, we have tendencies, we have habits that we wish we didn't have. We have to get strong so we don't give in to those tendencies. Once a pickle, always a pickle. You can't unpickle a pickle. So if you've got a problem with gambling or eating too much or thinking negatively or getting stressed, you're going to have to work on getting strong so your strengths allow you to overcome anything that you've experienced in your life. That is the great thing about human beings. You have it, I have it. And that's part of the habit busting formula. Watch the live broadcast if you want to understand a little bit more. And we will see you tomorrow as I show you how to turn your desperation into your inspiration. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.